Thank you very much. So first of all, I would like to thank Ms. Gilda Horvat and her team, THARA's team, for inviting me to deliver an address at this occasion. I'm delighted to be here today with you and to participate in this important conference because, yes, sure. Is it better? Okay. So the very high level of unemployment amongst the Roma population is one of the most worrying realities. By not working, one becomes isolated from society. The social and labor market integration of ethnic minorities in the European Union is still a major political, social, and economic challenge. Notably, the circle point between poverty and discrimination, in which the lack of access to regular or permanent employment due to discrimination or social exclusion faced by a large number of Roma communities in the most EU member states leads to even bigger poverty and social exclusion. Realizing equality and diversity continue to be one of the key challenges facing labor market within EU member states. This is what is written in their documents, so I'm just quoting it. The integration of ethnic minorities in their respective host societies is determined to a large extent by their opportunities to actively participate in gainful employment. In accepting the invitation to speak at this forum, I had to cope with some personal feelings associated with the nostalgia of homecoming, for it was here at the European Roma Travelers Forum that my journey into the world of ethnic minorities struggle for equality, fairness, openness, and transparency started. And why I'm saying that I had to struggle for this, it's because, first of all, I'm a Roma, and I'm coming from Macedonia, and I had to, not I had to, but I wanted to leave my country in order to try to see how competitive I'm at the European market. Because I was very successful in my country. At the age of 24, I was working as a senior advisor on Roma issues at the OSCE mission in Macedonia. So I was not forced to leave my country, so I was having a great job, very good opportunities, traveling around the world, working as a consultant. But still, I thought that as a Roma, I think that I should try my skills at the European market. And then you will hear the story, how actually the story was successful or not successful. But I have to say that in the letter of invitation, Ms. Horvat asked me to touch on the working possibilities for Roma and Sinti within the EU institutions, as well as my personal experience in getting the job with the Council of Europe. I will endeavor to do justice to the task within the context of the topic of my address. But let me quickly state that I slightly revised the topic of my address, but retained the question in the subtitle, why aren't Roma employed within the European institutions? The main title of my presentation was, I know that maybe it sounds funny, and it was funny for me actually to think about the title of my presentation when I have been asked. But I said the best title which can describe the situation is on, for, but still without. Without who? Without Roma. But let me go back to the issue. So before providing an opportunity, or let's say my opinion to this question, because I would like to also to ask you this question, why aren't Roma employed within the European institutions, I would like to say that it's essential that we understand that the core issue is the high rate of unemployment within the Roma communities. But let's go back to January 2006, where under the leadership of the Commissioner Vladimir Špidla, a high-level advisory group was set up to examine the integration of ethnic minorities in the labor market in the European Union. The advisory group, supported by Institute for Studies of Labor, In their research report number 16, entitled as Study on the Social and Labor Market Integration on Ethnic Minorities, published in 2008, confirmed large and persistent patterns of structural discrimination and disadvantage affecting minorities, ethnic and religious, as well as migrants within the European Union. At the end of 2007, the high-level advisory group submitted a report and put forward political recommendation in this regard. In October 2009, the European Commission published an article entitled Supporting Roma Inclusion. This article was written by Ms. Belinda Pike. The article represents a positive step in that it shows some willingness of the part of the Commission to engage in a critical, constructive dialogue about Roma inclusion. Here, I would like to comment on some of the points raised in the European Commission article. The article starts with a subtitle: "The Commission is working hard to protect minority groups." As the article focuses on Roma inclusion, let's look some facts and figures regarding the Commission and the Roma. At least 10 to 12 million Roma live in the European Union. This is a lot of people. Consider that almost half of the 27 EU member states have population of less than 8 million, and even the smallest country in the EU, within less than 1 million people, have hundreds of nationals employed in the European Commission and thousands of bureaucrats in Brussels working on issues related to their country's affairs. The European Commission has over 33,000 employees. Over 33,000. That's a huge number. Yet, not more than 10 of those dealing with Roma issues as a part of their work. So 10 of these 33,000 are dealing with Roma issues. And no more than 2 people in the Commission are dealing with Roma issues on a daily basis.